Alright guys, so we're just out doing some exploring on a new property. Found this on the way through. You can see some drill holes from road building. But what we noticed, something pretty interesting, you have a sulfide vein full of chalcopyrite, which is running all along here. And you also have a nice, huge, solid vein of chalcopyrite along here. And over here, it's disseminated within quartz. So, super nice looking. And then up here, where your drill hole cuts through, you have nice terminated quartz crystals. More pyrite, more quartz, and your vein continues at about a 45-degree angle and is exposed up there on the surface. So it's pretty decent. So here you have scattered sulfides found as disseminations all throughout the rock here. As you continue down, you got a nice outcropping there of sulfides, decently mineralized. So up here, you have another quartz vein. Again, it's similar to the lower one. You have scattered sulfides, pyrite, chalcopyrite, a little bit of bornite, and some quartz crystals. And it's heavily oxidized with lots of sulfide staining, as you can see. As you can see, another exposed area right there, solid chalcopyrite. Exposing a bit more of the vein here, you can see massive amounts of galena. You got iron in there, you got chalcopyrite, a little bit of quartz. Just solid mineral though. So we have more smaller sulfide veins in here. Another tiny quartz vein there with a small vug pocket of quartz crystals. And again, more sulfides filling fractures. And that's about it for this outcrop. We're gonna head up top, see if we can see anything that's exposed. We got one more smaller vein here, disseminated pyrite and chalcopyrite and galena all the way there, and it peters out back there. We got mineralized samples everywhere. We're gonna pull a bunch off and take a look at them. We'll probably head back to the shop because it's getting pretty late. Another small sulfide vein up in here. You can see all along there. Looking like we found something decent that they missed when they were drilling out this road. Other than that, I don't know why someone else hasn't snatched this up. Again, more sulfides in there. Okay, so just to give you an idea of this mineralized vein, here's part of the vein. This is chalcopyrite right there. The off purplish color is galena. So we're gonna take a look at all the samples back at the shop. We'll show you them all. So it's the next day. Didn't get a chance to look at the samples last night. We're gonna take a look at them now. Just gonna put a glove on because I'm getting a hint of some arsenopyrite in some of these samples, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a bunch, and then there's a few really nice looking ones that I'll show at the end of the solid mineral veins. So this is your quartz vein here, spotty mineralization, chalcopyrite, A little bit of pyrite and iron pyrite. Some Vuggy Quartz, some small terminated quartz crystals. So you got a little bit of arsenopyrite in there. Same with this sample. Right in there. A few more with spotty mineralization. So these samples are from one of the upper quartz veins. We didn't actually show this in the video. There you have a chunkier host rock. This is from the lower quartz vein. You have primarily chalcopyrite, a little arsenopyrite, and a little galena. And we already saw this sample earlier. So now let's take a look at some of the samples we're going to send into the lab. So here's the first set. Again, this one also has spotty mineralization. This is pyrite and chalcopyrite. What you're seeing right there is iron pyrite. So again, spotty mineralization in these samples. And then as you get farther along, you get into more intense mineralization. This is one of the pieces from the solid mineral vein. You can see slight iridescent color from your chalcopyrite, a little bit of arsenopyrite in there, and galena. Looks like there's possibly some bornite in here, but I would say this is more chalcopyrite. So these are basically solid hunks of metal or mineral. Then we have another sample here, host rock, quartz vein in behind. So your quartz is your gang material. Got a nice little quartz crystal there and chalcopyrite. So, second to the last sample here. We're going to post an assay result for the next sample, and we're just going to send one little piece in, see what's in it. Just for an initial assay, we're definitely going to have to go back and do more work. Arsenopyrite, galena, chalcopyrite. There's your arsenopyrite right there. So not a bad sample. So this is from the solid mineral vein. You can see it's just almost all chalcopyrite with a little bit of galena in there. Very beautiful sample. And the last sample, which is probably the one we're going to send in for testing. Look at that. Definitely going to be high in copper. Probably some decent silver and lead. And this is a very, very good gold bearing area, so could get some gold in there too. So those are all the samples we pulled off. We'll be back there for sure. If you guys want to see the assay result, stay tuned next.